Good evening, folks. How are you doing? Doing the regular Tuesday night stream, and I'll tell you, I kind of agonized about what game to play tonight. Ordinarily, I've been saving this day for doing all the new stuff in Fallout, but I think Fallout is going to be kind of dead to me for a while. So here's what's coming up. So tonight, this is going to be kind of an in-between stream. I'm going back through right now, doing my second playthrough of Stray. I've only gone through the very beginning part, and I've met Momo, but that's about it. I think between now and the next game that I'm going to start up that's going to become the main game that I'm going to be streaming is a little game called The Tomorrow Children, which if you know any of the story behind that one, you know that you're probably thinking, wait a minute, didn't that one get canceled? And the answer is yes, it did. The original one was released, it lasted less than a year, and then Sony shut it down. But it's back. They're releasing a version of it called the Phoenix Edition, which is no longer free to play. You buy the game and then, you're not then saddled with a bunch of the need for a bunch of in-game purchases. It is a stranding game, which is a new term. Totally made up. Kojima made it up. But it's one of two, maybe three games that actually fit that description. But a lot of people know what they are, and I think it's definitely going to become a thing in gaming, where it isn't just a matter of individual play. You're playing as part of a community, and it's what you do together with that community that helps you make progress in the game. I'll have a lot more info on the Tomorrow Children coming up. Probably not on this stream, but later. Really unusual game, but a lot of fun. Definitely ahead of its time. And it will be releasing on September 6th in the US. So as soon as that is out, I'm going to be starting that up. Now, between now and then, I need something else to stream, obviously. And I thought, okay, well, what better game to play than the other Stranding game that's out there? Death Stranding. So I'm going to actually do that, but I need to first get my PlayStation set up and the capture card. None of that is set up tonight. Just had the idea today. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and between now and next week, I'll get all that set up. Next week we'll do about 5 weeks of Death Stranding, which I played and I really enjoyed, but because it's on the PlayStation, it means that it's harder for me to find time to play. So, never really got very far into it, and I'll probably just start over. It's been long enough that I think it would benefit me to just start from scratch and relearn everything. But I'll be doing that for about 5 weeks, and then we'll switch over to the new Stranding game, The Tomorrow Children, and I'll play that. For tonight, so my goal in playing this, my intent was really just to play this one offline. And I'm set on finding all of B12's memories. That's kind of the main goal. If I can do that without dying ever, that would be brilliant. I don't know if that's really a possibility, but it'll be practice. Eventually, for an in-between game, I think I'll probably end up streaming another full run-through of this one. Not until I've gone through a couple more times on my own, though, kind of casually, really learned where things are, and then I can come back and do a stream where it's a little bit more informed and maybe even instructive. Like, hey, if you want to find this stuff, here's where you find it. Hey, Jamie, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day, good evening. Sorry I'm getting started so late. I passed out. I was working, everything's great. Lots and lots of coding today, good work day. And I thought, I'm a little bit sleepy. That's okay. I'll take a little nap. I'll finish up my work day tonight. I work for a company that's actually back east compared to where I am, so by that time, everyone else, it was like way after their work hours anyway. And yeah, I just conked. I had no idea I was that tired. So, doing better now, though. I'm still kind of figuring out the audio with this new mic. I love the way it sounded on the last stream. Not to... I've been looking to improve the voice audio here for a long time for doing book readings and stuff. Really happy with it. The one downside is I don't have yet a really good way to hear myself on stream. And there's a lot more actual analog knobs to fiddle with on this thing. So I can change the tone and, but I can't just freeze it. I can't like find the settings and go, that's it, lock it in and go. And things can get bumped. Cats can walk, ironically, stray, right? Cats can walk across it and mess stuff up, and there's all sorts of things that can go haywire. So if I sound weird, distorted, too loud, too quiet, reach out. You're kind of tired, but good. Well, tired's to be expected if you're still recuperating, but I'm glad to hear you're doing good. And hopefully you are recuperating well. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to jump in. You notice I saved the control room one. Probably going to go in there at some point, just do some, do a photo op thing. Capture all the sad moments in that last scene. So yeah, Stray this week, Death Stranding starting next week, and after that, The Tomorrow Children until I don't even know when. Probably take that as my opportunity to kind of, rethink what do I want to do with the streams overall. Like, do I want to stream... Whoops. Okay. Not what I thought I was going to do. How about this? There we go. All right. Of course. It is so hard to control it like this. Yeah, so it's going to be my first setup in a long time with the PlayStation, streaming from there. So that's where I got it originally. It was a birthday gift, and I've got a couple games actually on the PlayStation that I haven't played because it's just one of those things. Like, we only have one. Well, that's not true. We have a couple of them, but most of them are not hooked up. We only have one PS4 Pro. And that one my wife uses, so she plays a lot. Sometimes in the evening, sometimes not. But it's also kind of over where the family sits and that kind of thing. It doesn't work out as well. I've got to go away from my desk and, So, the deal is I'm going to probably set up an old PS4 Slim. So it's not going to be the best. Might be a little draggy, might be a little laggy, but... I guess this is the other news then, is eventually, I don't even know if this is a thing. I haven't even looked into this. But I managed to order a PS5 today, which I was honestly not thrilled about. Like, I could do with less. Oh, hey, cool. This is what we're after. Let's take a look at it here before I click it. Anyway, yeah, so I ordered a PS5. If you haven't seen, if you go to PlayStation.com and poke around a little bit, you will find, I don't know if they're sold out again yet or not, but you have to sign in to see them. I don't know if they apply any other logic as to whether or not you can buy one. They won't let you just look at them like an anonymous customer. You have to sign in, and then once you do, I guess you get to just see if you get to buy one. It's just crazy, right? I probably would have been okay with getting another PS4 Pro. So I guess, first of all, why a second one? Well, my wife and I both play these games, right? The Tomorrow Children in particular. The only reason I didn't play 76 with her on the PS4 is I can't stand playing anything that has a ton of shooting with a controller. Like, the Tomorrow Children has some, but it's not a first-person shooter game at all. So anyway, you can order them off of Walmart. Yep. So there are various places like Walmart, Amazon, the Sony site itself, the PlayStation.com, where you could sign up to order them. Like, the last time I went and looked around, everyone had like a sign-up sheet, and then you kind of, get in line. So I don't know what changed today where Sony was actually selling them Like I don't think I got notified. I'll have to go back and check my email, but yeah, it's ordered. It should be on the way. I ended up getting the Horizon Forbidden West edition, the bundle edition, which was, I don't know, a little bit more, not much at all. The main thing is that it's not a digital only PlayStation. I didn't want the digital. I'm not a fan of the idea of everything goes digital. Why, you just purchase a license and then whoops, we lost the license. You don't get to do that anymore, which happens way more often than people know, right? So it's not a digital only. It actually has a drive. You can use physical media with it, but it is bundled with Horizon Forbidden West, which I very likely will not play. It is just not my game. I think my son is probably a lot more curious about it, so he'll probably play that one. Anyway, yeah, so once that gets here, I will decide what I'm going to play between now and when the Tomorrow Children launches. We'll go from there. So, okay, lots of odds and ends to talk about. Let's go ahead and do the remember here. This is, like I said, this is kind of the main point this time. Oh, Back Home 2. I remember this video game. It was made just after I was created, I think. I can't remember it well. The scientist and I spent a lot of time playing it. It was fun. I miss him. Why can't I remember his name? Okay, so you see I'm even missing that first one here. I don't know what I found earlier last time that I have not found here yet. Problem. I don't think I noticed that last time. That's fun. But anyway, I would have been happy with a PS4 Pro, but they cost nearly as much as a PS5, and that just, I don't know. Blech. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and the fifth largest in the solar system by mass and diameter. To date, it is the only celestial object known to foster life. My brother's PS4 account got hacked, and somehow we lost all the digital games we had. That was when we stopped playing on PS4. Yeah, that sucks. God, I wonder, how did it get hacked? That's interesting. I've not heard of a ton of people actually having their PlayStation account hacked. I mean, PlayStation itself has had some pretty bad outages in the past. But, yeah, that kind of sucks. Check your passwords, everyone. I don't know. I don't know if that was it or not, but that's a thing. According to radiometric dating, the Earth is 4.54 billion years old. It has a single natural satellite, the Moon, which forms soon after. The gravitational interaction with the Moon creates the tides, stabilizes the Earth's axis of rotation, and gradually reduces its rotation speed. A little hint of what we have to look forward to. Alright, so we found a memory here. I'm guessing that there's not going to be another one in such close proximity, so let's go look around. It reset the whole PlayStation because of it. Wow. Yeah, that would suck. That would put me off of using the console too, you know? Big time. The symbol on the wall matches the one on the notebook. Yep. That seems like a lead. Yes, it does, but that's not what we're after, sir. Okay, we've already talked to him. Gotta keep my eyes peeled. So let me show you too. Let me go find that room I was talking about with the bird. Or it sounded like there was a bird singing. Or did to me anyway. So just to orient everything, there's Momo's place. Directly opposite that, right over here. Oh, sheet music. I'll take that too. We had a year of PlayStation Plus, and lost it as well. Wow, and Sony didn't actually help you with the recovery at all, huh? That stinks. What's that sound at the door? It's probably nothing. So to me, it sounds like it's a robotic bird. Maybe I should have made that more clear. It's not like tweet tweet. It's like there's some kind of robotic canary or something in there. I mean, could that also be like someone in the shower or something? Sure, why not? I don't think I hear water running though, so my brain went with robot canary. Okay, where else to go from here? And you see, like, I'd love to be able to kind of traverse this little area in between here, but I can't figure out how to get over there. Can't jump up on the roof line there, or the awning. There's going to be one in there, but again, there's a couple that I'm, like, missing. Like, the ones that are near the main sort of interaction points in the game, the things that move the story along, those I found without a lot of trouble. Usually. Kind of. Yeah, I've checked my PlayStation Plus subscription too, make sure everything's up to date. But yeah, it's like I've got The Last of Us 2 I never finished. Death Stranding. Is that more music? Yeah, it is. We'll just save up all the music and have him play it like a whole concert all at once. Just sit there and nap while he plays music. Alright. An Outsider Notebook. It's the same logo as the one Momo gave us. This one seems to belong to someone named Clementine. Everything is going according to plan. We managed to contact the upper level before the transceiver went down. They're in a place called Midtown, and apparently it's controlled by some kind of oppressive force. I don't know that we ever found out in the game, like, why is that? Like, what the heck is going on with the Sentinels? Who set that up? Was it just Nito Corporation? Probably. Evil Corporation is like storyline number one in most games these days, it feels like. Just pretty ironic in itself. I talked to Momo earlier. His eyes, I know this look. He will not come with us. Let's find the other notebooks. Notebooks, schmotebooks. We need memories. Did you hear how hard I had to think about the word schmotebooks? I'm not seeing the memory here. Me and all my bragging about, I found all the ones near the story points. No problem. Like, okay, I'm not seeing anything at all. Yeah, I saw your question on the Tomorrow Children, the Q Games Discord. which I'm glad you asked. I was a little disappointed that people were just so flat, like, no. Like, oh, come on, man. We've been talking about this. There's a group in there, of which I'm obviously one of them, who wants to see the game on other platforms. I mean, I'm pretty sure the company also would like to see the game on other platforms. But they're being, sort of cautious about it. They're, if every time you ask Dylan Cuthbert, there's a memory. The guy who started the studio, in charge of the project and all that, he's focused on the current release, naturally, right? Like, they want to make sure that the initial launch is a success. And so that's sort of yes, we all agree you have to get the game off the ground first, then later talk about DLC, other platforms. But you would hope that, with the number of people that could open up the game to, especially, again, given the idea that these sort of socially based games are becoming more of a thing, if it does take off even moderately, you would want to open that up to a larger customer base, you would think. So anyway, I still think it's good to ask and put pressure on them and let them know that you're interested. Looks like this poor guy also wanted to go to the upper level. Yes, I remember. Midtown is up there, away from all the garbage and sickness of the slums. Even in dire times, humans could not help but divide themselves by social class. Back then, too true. Back then, a lot of people from the slums were prepared to do anything to move up there. Apparently, robots also copied this behavior. All right, there's that one. So there's that second one. I've never seen that one. Haven't seen that one. Gotta find it. And also, so one of the people who was being a little argumentative on the Discord too, I noticed, I was getting pretty frustrated. I don't know if you noticed or you saw that part of the conversation, but I was going through and being like, you know what? They could absolutely do a thing where they, I don't want to ask B12 for help, thank you. Get that off my screen. Go on, shoo. Look, I know where I'm going. I don't need it. I'm doing my own thing, game. It'd also probably be hard to get cross-platform through all the systems. So I asked them directly about that. One of the developers replied, and the biggest concern that they had with, going to PC in particular, wasn't the porting of the game as much as it was the security. They're worried about hackers and that kind of thing. Granted, they wrote their own game engine, so yeah, that I can't ignore that, right? I think you're absolutely right. If I am making it sound like I think it would be trivial to just port the thing straight over, no, I get it. There's going to be stuff they have to do. They've got to be able to justify the development and testing and everything else that goes along with it. But I don't think it's as big an issue as maybe it would have been in the past. Especially once you get the thing on PC, going to Xbox should be a piece of cake, really. Microsoft has invested a lot of work in making sure that developing for both PC and Xbox is more straightforward, we'll say. Not easy, not cheap, not free, but more straightforward. I left it in the streets, and the next day the Zerks had consumed it completely. That's crazy, right? They can eat everything. Where's my picture? I'm going to show you the picture. Oh, did I lose the picture already? I guess I did. Getting cross-platform between Xbox and PlayStation seems like such a rare thing lately, though. Yeah, but I think there's probably other reasons for that, too. The platforms themselves probably have a lot of terms in terms of... I have been surprised in talking to folks at Q Games how much control the platform providers have over game developers. Like for the Tomorrow Children, a lot of people are asking about pre-sale, right? You know, Tracy, they can order everything. Okay, let me do this really quick. Go over here and we'll say hello. Yes. Pre-order rather. All the weird stuff always happens to you, mate. I don't dare leave our village. It's too dangerous. Besides, the Guardian's the only one who can open this door. Hint, hint. And they can't do pre-order, not because, you know, some sort of limitation on their part. Sony said no. It's like, oh, whoa, really? Sony gets to determine whether or not you do pre-orders on a game that you developed? Really? But it's their shop, so they set the rules, and that's all there is to it. There's, you know, no recourse there. Which is another reason that the idea of a lot of these platform providers is just an intrinsically bad idea. Don't get me going on that one. So I've looked all over down here and I have not found any memories. So I guess, yeah, we'll start looking at some of the upper levels here, but I'm baffled. Oh, I see where I am. I'll go interrupt their game just a little bit here. So someone on Q Games, and I was trying to chat about the idea. So I work in enterprise software development, and that's what you're getting at. It's more like consoles want exclusives, which I understand completely, but they want people to buy their console. Yeah, exactly. And so it may be that some companies, they get certain benefits by promising exclusives, or they get, you know, better rates or something. I don't know the terms of the deals, but yes, they can offer more deals. In this case, I don't think that's true. I mean, they have established that in their deal with Sony, that Sony gets a cut of that game's sales anyway, because it was part of the terms of buying back the IP. So I think what's the word? Ongoing. In perpetuity. In perpetuity. Thank you. Where did that come from? Thank you, Teal. In perpetuity, Sony will get a cut of all the sales from the Tomorrow Children. So actually, it is in Sony's interest too to make sure that the game makes it onto other platforms, because that ensures more sales and more profit for them as well. I was trying to basically talk about, you know, like, here's how you could hypothetically develop so the piece of the game that ends up being tricky in doing cross-platform, or not really tricky, just an additional consideration, is the fact that you have the discovery, right? You've got to be able to find, since it's a peer-to-peer network game now, they don't have servers up running that like host the game anymore. That's what made it too expensive to run in the past. So instead, people run their own servers on their PlayStation, and people can join their towns. If you want people to be able to find your town, you need some sort of discovery mechanism, right? You got to be able to go out and find all the people who are currently playing, see what town you want to join. So they have a single player mode in the game that they didn't used to have, but I mean, you know, a lot of the game is oriented around multiplayer. What is over here? Memory? Eh? No. Oh, right. Keep looking here for a minute. So the question then is, how do you find other people who are playing the game? Well, PlayStation Network has an API apparently that facilitates that discovery, so you can find other people who are playing. Pretty sure there's a similar thing on Xbox as well, right? The different platforms have their own tools for doing cooperative things and sharing games and all the usual, right? All that stuff. So single player, does that still require plus? Ooh, that's a really good question. I don't think it does. And so the single player mode, you can actually, I guess in multiplayer too, but you can summon AI to help you with all the various busy work, all the things that you have to do in the town. So you can get a little bit of help. So the again, previously trying to play single player was maybe possible sometimes, but it was hard. It was super, super hard. It wasn't nearly as fun. They very intentionally made a single player version, a single player mode in the game now. So yeah, I would look into it. I'll see what I can find out. I mean, I know you're on there too, so there's probably something in the Tomorrow Children chat history on the Q Games Discord that talks about that. They've had some press releases too, so if you go to q-games.com, look for the Tomorrow Children, they'll talk about single player mode there too. But yeah, so I was basically saying, okay, so PlayStation Network provides these services for you. That's cool. You know, you could hypothetically do that in a relatively straightforward way without PlayStation Network and I started to talk a little bit about, you know, the approach. Basically, like, you don't host a full-time server. Cloud platforms have a lot of different options for compute on demand, so that you only basically pay for whatever cycles you actually use, and you don't keep servers at the ready all the time. And there's downsides to all that. You know, there's, depending on how you do it, the spin up time can be slow, so you don't, you know, you might need to, during peak hours, keep an instance running more often. Oh, another notebook. I actually don't want all the notebooks yet. This one seems to belong to someone named Baltazar. It's an interesting name. All trace of organic life has disappeared except for what we call berserks. They seem to eat almost anything that moves and breed at an inconceivable rate, as if being locked in the city wasn't hard enough. Let's find the other notebooks. Memories. We're after memories. Anyway, so, you know, of course it wouldn't be free, but between Compute on Demand and then using the service only for peer-to-peer network discovery, so that actually getting the list of available servers isn't done on the cloud or the API that you're writing. The API would literally just give you a list of, like, neighbors in the peer-to-peer network, and you could, like, tap into those. They would provide the distributed list of servers that you can play on, right? That's kept in the peer-to-peer network. Yada, 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 yada. Technical stuff, you know. But like I said, it's what I do for a living, so it's kind of fun. Whoa! Hold on a sec. My brief intermission. My restream just logged me out of chat, so I can't see chat at the moment. Let me go fix that. I actually have hold music ready this time. Let's put that on here. There we go. What the heck is up with that? Why'd the music stop? Why? Why am I having so many technical issues? All of a sudden. Look over and expect to see my laptop smoking. Huh?
TikToks both just crashed too. We may have had a little.
We may have had a Wi-Fi glitch. Both of our apps just stopped working around the same time.
This is local.
Oh,
Okay.
So, but good to know also. We are apparently having network issues in the household. Whoops. Which makes me think to check the frame rate. That's interesting. I can see little teeny chat coming across over the stream, but I can't actually see what it says, unfortunately. Oh, one of these. No. Getting on my nerves, man. Restream, little note. Do not sign people out in the middle of a stream. Slightly counterproductive. Whoops. Boy, this thing does not believe I'm human. The number of traffic lights I'm having to identify here. So the last thing I saw in chat is, so single player, does that still require plus? If you said anything after that, I don't have it here, unfortunately. All right. Pause that. Go back to the game. Here we go. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm talking about, technically how you could do it and how you could kind of control costs. And I even went and did some, I looked up, and it's like on Amazon, if you use Lambdas for that sort of thing, it costs roughly 20 cents per million calls just for the calls themselves. The data itself adds to it. The network traffic adds to it. But, again, they're a business. It's not like they're, if you need to run something for free as part of your business, that's rough. I mean, it's preferable. That would be nice. If it works and you can do it for free, why wouldn't you? But anyway, so we're talking about this, and again, yeah, someone on there was just basically arguing every single point. And I think what it is, some people feel very defensive about the game, and they played it before, and they were really sad when it got, taken offline. Naturally, I was one of them. But I felt a little better later in the evening when it turned out that, someone from Q Games came on and was like, "Oh yeah, there's an API for doing that that Epic Games provides that's free. You have to have players have to have an Epic ID, but that's one path to doing cross-platform." Is chat still not wired up? I'm seeing chat come across on the screen, but again, I'm not seeing it in the actual chat window. This is nuts.
Is the
Restream.
problem that I signed into PlayStation?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Let's do.
The water, I think it might be boiling. I don't know for sure.
Yeah. I tell you what, let me go check something here really quick again. Sorry about this. Good heavens. I don't think I've had this many technical issues in one place for at least a year. It seems like it used to be I'd have some kind of major technical snafu on just about every stream. But I've been happily glitch-free or snafu-free, I guess, for quite a while. Did everyone hear my family whispering in the background? Yeah, right.
So we do it more.
It's Family Living Room ASMR. Your internet just died, but you're back now. Apparently it came in waves. That's weird.
That's so
jeez.
weird.
Wow. Yeah, we just had a bit of a blip in our internet, too.
In the Star Wars things, he has many, many names. He is.
Okay, I've got the audio turned off.
He was on Saturday Night Live,
And let's see. Going back through chat history here. Am I going to need to pay for a server then? I know Minecraft does that. No, really good question. No, your PlayStation itself, other than you're already playing the PlayStation, PlayStation. Did I say that? Little Freudian slip, PlayStation. You're why have I never heard that? But anyway, you still have to pay the PS Plus tax, of course. But beyond that, no. There's no like additional. You don't have to pay to host your game somewhere. It's all baked in. Let's see, and then nice music. Yeah, so this is actually music from later in the game. I went ahead and got the soundtrack, and this is one of my favorite soundtracks I bought, like ever. In that it includes all the background music in the game, and also includes all the things that you hear on the radios and things that play like in the different clubs and that sort of thing. So this music I think is from Clementine's apartment later. So yeah, I like it too. Reminds you of old Silent Hill music. Nice. To me, a little more soothing, but yeah, no, I get where you're coming from. Let's see. Minecraft does it. He said nice music, and then your internet just died, and we are up to speed. And I'm going to go ahead and leave that there because it seems like I might need it later. I do kind of wish I had yet another monitor, because that way I could keep all the like separate stream monitoring dashboards up. I don't have room for that right now, though. Let's go to here, and we'll go there, and then we'll take that, and we'll click on that thing, turn the crank, spin the dial, discharge all the capacitors, rub our feet on the carpet, discharge the static electricity on the nearest person, and we're back. Okay. Sheesh. And I'm suddenly lost as to like where I was and what I was doing. Didn't see any memories in there. Okay. So I'm trying not to interact with things out here before I'm sure that I found the memories out here. Like, I don't know. I don't think there are, but I don't know if there are any memories that are dependent on, like, you have to look for that memory before you do that thing, that sort of setup. So if I interrupt these guys, is that gonna, if there's a memory around here, does that mean that I might miss it if I trip them up too early? I think horror music is soothing, actually. Well, some of it I do too. There's a whole genre called dark ambient, which is, I've got a couple things that when I first started playing them, my family's like, this sounds like a horror movie. I'm like, it's my sleepy time music. There's one, it's this like 8-hour ambient recording, sort of an experimental thing. And it moves through like all these different styles of very, very mellow dark ambient. Parts of it just sound like drones. Parts of it sound kind of like you're in some kind of subterranean tunnel. There's water dripping and that kind of thing. But to me, it's very, very peaceful. The composer who made it too, I mean, the original idea behind the music was he would have sleep concerts. I think this is at Harvard, if I remember right, where he was doing his, he was like, you know, getting his advanced degree in music. Yeah, so he'd have these concerts where, nope, come on, why, kitty, move. There, kitty, keep moving. There we go. So you'd have these concerts where people would come and they'd all lay on the floor in the auditorium where he was performing, and they'd go to sleep while he performed for like 8-9 hours. But you can also fall asleep while having a dentist give you a root canal, so you might be weird. Hey, join the club. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't think I talked about my teeth, did I? I have teeth news. I don't know if I talked about this or not. I'll risk repeating it. So yeah, I went to the dentist just about a week ago now. And I've mentioned before that like my teeth are kind of falling out in places. Or I've got a crown that's falling out. Not really a tooth, but same difference as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to do that yet. I don't want to like progress anything until I find more of the memories around here. That number 2 memory, let me go up here and show you what I mean. this one. I'm curious, are those hints? Like, I know where the guy was sweeping. Let's go look there. Let's see if that's how it lines up. I didn't even think to do that. Like, try to look at the images that are kind of flitting around there, see if they offer any hints. Can't remember which side it's on. Might be over here. Oh, you can't jump down to the pipe, really? Come on, kitty. You'll be fine. Down, down, down. We need to go down. Down. Bad kitty. Jump down. Oh my gosh. Fine, fine, fine. I don't remember ever having this much trouble getting down to ground level. There we go. Okay. So it wasn't right here. We've got to find the hallway where we come into this area on the map. So yeah, I went to the dentist. Lots of problems. Haven't been there in well over a decade. And the cleaning itself was not nearly... Why am I walking so slow all of a sudden? Okay. The cleaning itself wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it might be, which was a nice surprise. That actually went really well. Like I've said before, pays to floss, kids. However, it turns out I need something to the order of $15,000 of additional dental work from here on out. So my response to that was, basically like, okay, here's to another 10 years of chew carefully. Don't want to have to take a loan out on my house just to pay the dentist bill. So this is where I thought, if that little flickering image on the memories means anything. See the guy sweeping? Oh, hey, that freaked me out. Hi. The floor looks different though. Where else is the guy sweeping? Is he sweeping somewhere else now? So yeah, like I need one of those. They're recommending an implant, root canals, crowns. If not an implant, then a bridge. Like this is not going to be pretty. Let me look at that floor again in that memory. Hard to see, but it looks kind of like that same kind of carpet. Problem being, I think that carpet's in a lot of places around here. Let's keep looking for the guy sweeping. The only guy I remember who's sweeping is, like, again, right where you come in through that hallway. There is a guy standing at the end of the hallway sweeping, but you haven't actually met... Oh, maybe you have. I was going to say, if you have met B12 at that point, then that's when that memory would be available. When I went back to start playing again, I was thinking that, oh, I missed some like really early in the game, and then I realized, no, you can't, that can't be. Because early on in the game, you have not met B12 yet, and he's the one who has all the memories, so they're only around here or right after you meet him somewhere, and I did not see anywhere around the area right where I met him. There's very little around there, so yeah, you're gonna be in the same boat. You got like 10 probably more broken teeth. Yeah, it's rough, man. The problem is you get that much stuff that's a problem, and it's all interconnected, right? It becomes really difficult. You can't just like treat one of them. We'll just do this, slowly over time. already read that yesterday. So I'm waiting to hear back. They're going to do an assessment and see if the insurance company will, like, what their policies actually are, see if they'll have mercy on me, decide that all the money I pay them actually means that they have some obligation to help me fix my teeth. Oh, hey, here's one. Ooh, did I find this one last time? Very curious to see which one this is. I think I did see this one last time. Remarkable, companions have evolved so much. In the early days, their simple AI merely imitated human art. I should have okay, I'm gonna do something next time I find one. Now this is all their own. Humans often said that making art is important in desperate situations. These are certainly desperate times. Yeah, see, I should have looked around to see if that particular image, if the flickering image looked anything like the memory, or the area where the memory is located. Because that would tell me if what I'm seeing on the other memories I haven't found yet is an actual hint, or if it's just random noise. It doesn't look random. They all look different, right? Yeah, they all look different. And I can see that one's inside a building somewhere. Okay. Yet another look. Oh, I think I see where that is. It's not there. Or not. I thought there was a guy, like, sweeping up in here. There's a bucket. It's worth looking around. Let's take a look around here. Oh, yeah. And I've already knocked the painting off the wall in here, so I've already seen the code, since I know where to look for that now. I guess the only other place I can think of where someone might be mopping is when you knock the paint bucket off the roof and the person has to go, but that's not a broom, that is a mop. They're not sweeping up the paint, they're mopping it up. Has there been an actual corporation that was genuinely found out being evil? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Many of them. Dumping toxins that they know are causing deformities, illness, and death in third world countries. Defrauding their own employees of their retirement through bad investments and lying about it. Yes, there are. That's just two right off the top of my head. There are plenty of examples of corporations being actual evil. I don't know what you mean by evil, but those things are pretty evil to me. Nothing to do there. Alright, well maybe this wasn't it. Where else would we find the guy sweeping? That's what I thought. I'm like, back in the bar. I know. Can't find it. That's Grandma down there. This the Elliott programming. Let's head in there. Okay, carpet looks about right. Doesn't look like the same guy who's sweeping in the static. We were programmed to be slaves, but since blah 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 days, we have a soul. Hope one day the outsiders will find the exit of this hell. Momo. More sheet music. How many pieces of sheet music do I have now? 1, 2. I'll count them later. Anything back here? Evidence. Still not seeing any sign of a natural memory, though. Although Dane up there is kind of interesting. Little teeny confined space. Those are evil, yeah. I hear about that kind of stuff a lot, but I never hear what corporations actually did that stuff. One of them was named Enron. Enron was a company that I'm not going to try to recall the history because I'm terrible at that. That's why I always failed history. Look up Enron, E-N-R-O-N. The other, okay, well, there's definitely a memory. I think I saw this one before, too. Yeah, tree is a scientific marvel. It's remarkable that human ingenuity found a way to recreate plants that thrive without sunlight. Organic life requires trees to purify the city's air, and I didn't do what I said I was going to do and look at the memory again, darn it. Why? Why? Why do I do that? Robots don't need it, but they take care of them anyway. That's what the humans would have wanted. I'm a dope. I'm back where I was before. I've got that one memory I've got to find. There have also been cases, if you look in India, of companies doing just catastrophic environmental disasters that they unleashed on a country. So yeah, it definitely happens. And then there are the cases, they're smaller, but they're still, they're typically oriented around individual people. But there was just one recently where the head of this company in Silicon Valley absolutely made up data about this blood analysis device that they were supposedly making to get money from investors, keep the company going, and again, it turned out to all be just an absolute sham. She was just convicted. She and one of the other executives for the company. So those individuals are being held accountable, and which I'm very glad of. I don't think you see that very often. Yep, greed makes people do some crazy, cruel, selfish things. All right. Do more of this time. See if there's some kind of award for getting your head stuck in all the paper bags. You've kind of already talked with Teddy. Trying to like attune my eyes to the environment to look for little floaty pixels that mean the memories nearby. Maybe we'll just see it off in the distance somewhere. Is there one near here that I just missed? There's not a lot of places to jump up to, unfortunately. You can't go inside Grandma's place. Where might that be? I'm kind of fixated on this area because of the image of the guy sweeping, but again, I think that was it's similar, but the ground is wrong. That's where we come into the place. So if it's out there, I've lost it. Oh, your stalker's oh no. Stalker's back at it again, sending you messages saying to stop being such an a-hole and be his friend again. So what you gonna do? You can actually hear the Zerks outside the wall there. Oh, there's even a bucket here.
Well, now you can say Dad Zerks.
You could say Dad Zerks, but I don't think I would. Like Dad Zooks already sounds a little like, you know, where are my suspenders so I can go yell at the kids on the lawn? Might just be me. Oh, I haven't met you. Okay, new area. There we go. So if today is yesterday's tomorrow, tomorrow will be yesterday's today, right? Time is weird. We don't age like our soft one ancestors. We're trapped here forever. Take a look around here. Oh, I've been by here. I just didn't talk to that person. So I remember that TV with that static image that they're staring at. Are you a memory? No. Pretty sure we already translated that. Yeah. Just ignore him. Threatened to kill you so many. Jeez. Yikes. Oh, man. So many times that I got tired of it, so I think I'm done being friends with him. Yeah, probably sounds like for the best. Who needs that? Sounds like they need some help. Put things in perspective. Mellow the heck out. Yep. Seen that. Hey, you. You are my memory. Here, haha. Oh, man. Let's try that again. Hold on. Keep watching, keep watching. And ha! Oh. And ha! Apparently he won't fall near the stairs. We'll catch him later. No floaty pixels. I'm not seeing any sign of memories around here. There's a broom. That's just for the street sign. He did that when you were friends, and yeah, said he wanted to fight me and said if I won, his stepdad would make sure I'd end up rotting. Just, jeez.
That's not what I would call a friend.
No, that's... Seriously. I need to seek help. Are you one of the troublemakers playing with the paint buckets on the roof? Keep your paint away. I'm tired of cleaning my stoop because of your mess. I think it's time to go trip up the people throwing the bucket. I'm fairly well convinced I'm not going to lose a memory. Or lose it. I already lost it. I'm not going to lose the opportunity to find it. Just by triggering that event. So let's see what we can do. Hello. Let's get where we can see him really well. Over here. Meet. Yeah, we'll meet him first. Careful, I need to focus. I don't want to drop another bucket. Okay, we'll go meet the other one. Maybe. Meet. Please don't bother Vapora. She's so clumsy. So naturally, our next reaction is to go up here. Nope. Too slow. Wait for it. There we go. The way they come bolting out of there and do that little slide. Slide to a stop. I'm terribly sorry, but I had to do that to make progress in the game, you understand. It's all meant to happen. It's all meant to be. Hello. Honestly, though, what would you do otherwise? How would you spend your time? Let's look around a lot more carefully in here. Oops. I mean, I know there's something else I'm supposed to find in here too. There's the detergent somewhere. I don't even remember where that is. Up on a shelf, maybe? Whoops. Oh, I've never seen that yet. Poor kitty, almost fell off. Oh, there we go. Okay. Detergent acquired. This does not look like anything in the memory. Bother. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Alright. So it's easy to get stuck in loops. So where am I not looking here? Hey, Zoe. Can't go up there. I already talked to Zoe. We'll leave Zoe alone. Zoe looks kind of sad, honestly. Already talked to them. There are only so many places where you see someone who might be using a broom inside a building, right? It's got to be like the bar, something like that. So I wonder if there's at least one that is dependent on progress. What was that? What was that? Oh. Nope. Weird little meow. Seeing anything? Because I'm not seeing anything. Honestly, one of the places it looks the most likely is the programmer's shop. Just from the floor. Yeah, another look here. Whoops. What else is there? What is that? There's like a number 3? Or it looks, it's just some writing. And am I looking at an actual person sweeping, or is that a picture of someone sweeping? I think it might be like a framed photo of someone sweeping. There are boxes there. So familiar. There's one place where you have to get something out of a box as part of the normal, like, getting stuff done here. Checking there, I looked at starting to pay more attention to the framed pictures. That is just getting a drink of water, but we'll go ahead and do that too. Looks like the barter guy's picture. Oh, hey, maybe. Let's go check that out. Oh, he did meow while drinking. Am I back to that spot where I... Oh, okay, I was going to say... If I made it back to that spot where you just cannot get down from that location. Oh. Didn't expect I'd come down there, but okay. Yeah, and look at the carpet there, dude. You're right. Because if you look at the memory, see the rug there? You're right. That's it. We're there. Like, it's, man, awesome. Nicely done. I mean, I know we haven't found it yet, but I'm pretty solidly convinced that, yeah, it's around here somewhere. So is that literally, that's literally the last one. The second one there is just you have to get the 3 cans and take a look at that. Whoop. Did I just forget that entirely? How many do I have? Okay, so now it's a matter of finding the other vending machine. Here's the weird thing. I remember seeing that was a memory. I thought I viewed the memory last time. I don't recall. Like, I seem to remember from last time that I had at least one here, that one in particular, that was left undone. But I think you're absolutely right. I think that's the memory under there. So I wonder what I did last time, or if my own memory is just kind of messed up. All right, let's look for vending machines. So I've gotten the one down by the music guy. I've gotten one of the ones up top, one or two of the ones up top. Let's just keep looking. Sorry. Such frustrated noises. Yeah. And up. Oh, nope, nothing to jump up to there. Okay. First time I played, I was wondering what that noise was. Every once in a while, I did not realize that the cat occasionally just lets out this weird... Yeah, you think it's that picture because it was glorified? Yeah, exactly. It's like, man, you gave me a lot of hints on that one. I remember you describing it as a glorified Roomba, right? Okay, now... Trying to remember... There's one down here. I got that one. Trying to remember where the other one is. Don't think it's in here. Better look. Does your library have a soda machine, by any chance? Nope. We'll head back there in a little bit. Places like Disneyland, like you're so proud of that joke. It was a good joke. You cannot get very high up above Grandma's place, so far as I know. It's just kind of blocked off. Try to search through this area of town. Pretty sure there's nothing in the building there. No. In between over there, maybe? I can't jump down there. I'm probably remembering finding him there, not the... obviously not a machine. Come on, over there. Nothing there. Okay. Okay, fine. That's the bar in there. I'm not saying I should look up where the memories are, but it might be a good idea to look up how many are in the bigger open areas. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Like I said, I mean, part of it too, like this, looking for the memories is part of the goal. The other part is when, like, normally when I'm playing this one offline, and I'm just kind of taking some quiet time and enjoying the lights and the environment, like, it's peaceful. So I don't mind having to search everywhere. Kind of look forward to it. That's back where it was. That was spooky looking. Trip. Keep catching him right by the stairs so he's not gonna fall. Yeah. I love the little noises he makes. Anything there? No. Hmm. Nothing in there, right? It's not just sitting right out in the open. Whoops. No, 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 no. Always drives me a little nuts when that happens. It's like, oh yeah, there's a little X, you turn around and you jump down instead of up, I guess. Nope. Kitty. Is there another up we can go to? Right there? Just straight up, maybe? Really? That's it? That goes nowhere. That goes nowhere. Anyone seen a stray vending machine somewhere? Maybe. Oh, no stairs. Let's get him. No, no, don't stop. Oh, man, Are you kidding? Trip. Now you're near the stairs again. What's that? So, any controversial topics I'm craving to talk about? Oh man, what's on my mind right now? I don't know. The corporate greed one is a good one. I just feel underprepared. Like it'd be better to go through and look up, actually get the names of some of the companies that did these things. We got a good conversation going on the Q Games Discord the other night about how a lot of us like the game because of the socialist aspects in it, which can, for some people, that can be pretty, those can be fighting words. But I actually think, I do think it's true. I think one of the reasons that some people like it is that it balances out the idea of like individual liberty, doing what you want to do, balances that out with the idea of communal well-being. Better, say, than a laissez-faire capitalist system could do. So yeah, that is one of the reasons that it's easy to like the game. How about the idea that capitalism is a raw capitalism? Capitalism is like an ingredient. It's kind of like if you said, I'm going to make a dish. I'm going to make something for dinner. I'm going to use all broccoli. It's like, really? Nothing else? Nope. That's it. Just broccoli. Broccoli is awesome, man. Let me tell you all the benefits of broccoli. So, this dish, it's nothing but broccoli. Bad example maybe, but it's this idea that it's like it's not bad in itself. It can lead to some good outcomes, just not like unfettered. Do whatever you want. The crazy thing about that to me lately is that is so self-evident. You just look around at how companies treat employees, customers. The huge disparity between what investors and executives earn from companies versus the employees that are actually keeping them running. And the fact that these systems are set up not so that competition fosters better stuff, but so that they don't have to try so hard. Like the fact that while there's probably no like overt collusion between Steam, Sony, and Xbox and Apple, they all charge all of them, charge 30%. 30% of anything you sell on their platform, they keep. And to me, that's just grotesque. You know, if you make a platform that does a really good job of matching people up to the things that they want to buy, you should get enough volume that you can operate it at a profit without having to take such a huge share of what people should be earning on what they sell. All right, where's the last stupid vending machine? I'll lose it here. Broccoli, okay, interesting. You could have some good food with that. Make some broccoli patties flavored with some soy sauce and some teriyaki. Oh no, soy sauce and teriyaki. Why? Those are foreign ingredients. No, what we need is pure broccoli. So the idea that you would have a system like we already have that has some socialist aspects in it, like Social Security and government health programs, even though those government health programs kind of suck. And also, like I said, you know, the number of people who seem completely oblivious to the fact that this system does them no good. You know, this is the thing that is keeping their wages low, making it hard to get by, and yet they will stand by those companies and the way they operate, all based on the idea, I think, that they're hoping that at some point they can participate in it too, that they're going to get the benefit of, you know.
There was, just hearing this, there's always one thing that I wanted to send to, you know who they are, the extremist friend that I had. It's just a quote from Revenge of the Sith. Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Oh, only a Sith deals in absolutes, yeah.
Like, that's really the way that
Yeah.
I feel about all of this. But yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. Totally.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like something that's 100% socialist or 100% communist or, you know, extremism is, yeah, absolutely a problem. I won't say the problem, but it's a problem. Let's go watch some TV here for a minute. Click. There we go. Nice little news broadcast. But yeah, you look at people who maybe they work in factories and that kind of thing, and a lot of the times it's people maybe in the Midwest who are the most vocal advocates for this system. And again, there's some of the people who are the most hurt by it, both in terms of having their their compensation reduced, losing benefits like insurance, having to work longer hours, basically having to give up more and more of their life for company interests instead of their own. But they are, again, they're just some of the most aggressive defenders of this notion of laissez-faire capitalism. Capitalism and nothing but. I don't get it. I'm not sure how controversial that is, but that's about all I can muster tonight. I think I'm a little tired. Like I mentioned earlier, I kind of passed out after work today for a while. Let's head in here. Alrighty. Actually, on that note, I think I actually still have some work to do. So I can't really. I think I've already taken. Well, actually, what time is it? Yeah, not so bad. But yeah, I should get going. And I think the other thing is, I think this is boring. for other people. Me just wandering around like in endless loops looking for the stupid vending machine. Like I'll go find it on my own time and get it worked out. Then yeah, next week we'll start up with 4 or 5 weeks of Death Stranding. So, as soon as I get that set up. And after that, we're going to be doing The Tomorrow Children. The first week, The Tomorrow Children is out. I don't have concrete plans yet, but I expect I'll be playing quite a bit. So, more than one night a week. Might even take a day or whatever to just kind of, probably take the launch day at least, take it off and just stream for a good part of the day. Some breaks in between. How long? Let's see. 25 minutes since my last checkpoint. That's okay. I can live with that. In fact, if I have to find one of the memories again, then that is fine by me, because then I can remember to do that little check I need to do where I looked at the memory. Although I guess we already figured that one out too. Thanks to your insight. Eco plants grow in the dark, so you don't need the sun to enjoy nature. Alrighty. Well, we'll go over here and sit down with these guys and call it a night. Say hello. Alright, thanks for hanging out as always. Hope you have a good week. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you again soon. Talk to you later.